We don't know. We don't know what's going on. Um, we need to get a deal done and stop with all this foolishness. Stop with all this 3-on-3 and all of this other stuff, man. Get a deal done so that we can start the real games, okay? People are getting hurt left and right.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for the absolute worst-case scenario. For the past 3 months, we've been consumed by boardroom politics, collective bargaining agreements, revenue shares, salary caps, and what many have called the unprecedented incompetence of the WNBA Players Association. We've analyzed spreadsheets, debated lockouts, and focused on the financial chaos surrounding the league. But while everyone was distracted by the business drama, the true nightmare scenario every Indiana Fever fan feared has suddenly become reality on a random basketball court in Miami, Florida. Aliyah Boston, the former #1 overall pick, Rookie of the Year, the defensive anchor of the Indiana Fever, and the most important teammate to generational star Caitlin Clark, has gone down with an injury. What makes this situation even more alarming is how the injury is reportedly being handled, with vague updates and limited transparency that have only fueled concern and speculation. The irony surrounding this situation is impossible to ignore. The unrivaled 3-on-3 league was introduced by players like Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier as a solution to protect athletes from the physical toll of playing overseas in places such as Russia and Turkey. The promise was simple: create a domestic league where WNBA players could earn strong salaries, play a lighter schedule, and preserve their health for the main WNBA season. It was marketed as a safe haven. Yet now, injuries are mounting, and the very league built on the idea of player protection is facing serious scrutiny. While injuries are part of basketball, the lack of clear and detailed medical information has become the most frustrating element of this entire situation, leaving fans demanding transparency and accountability at a critical moment just weeks before the WNBA season begins.
Aliyah Boston, who left Phantom BC's last regular season game with injury, has been ruled out for the rest of the season due to a right lower extremity injury. That is very vague. That could be a sore calf. That could be an Achilles. That could be an ankle, a foot. We don't know what's going on. It could be a knee. We don't know what lower extremity. That's very vague. That's very.
A right lower extremity injury? Seriously? What kind of vague, amateur-level medical update is that in 2026? This is the era of advanced MRIs, elite sports science, and detailed diagnostic reports. When a professional athlete goes down, organizations usually specify the injury: a grade 2 ankle sprain, a torn meniscus, a calf strain, along with a clear recovery timeline. But when a league releases a statement saying a star player suffered a lower extremity injury, that is not transparency. That sounds like a carefully crafted public relations shield. It immediately raises concern because such broad language often signals something far more serious. When details are withheld and timelines are absent, speculation naturally follows, especially with only days left in the season. If it were minor, simple soreness, or a precautionary rest decision, that would typically be communicated clearly. Instead, ruling her out without elaboration has only intensified anxiety and questions about the injury's true severity. The bigger concern is what this means for the Indiana Fever on the court. For fans of Caitlin Clark, this situation feels especially heavy. Basketball is built on chemistry, timing, and partnership. Elite point guards thrive alongside dominant post players who can set screens, control the paint, and finish plays. History shows that legendary backcourts and frontcourts work in tandem. Great guards often rely on strong interior presences to maximize their impact. Caitlin Clark's development at the professional level is closely tied to having a reliable, high-level teammate like Aliyah Boston anchoring the inside. Beyond last season's production, there was growing anticipation about Boston's continued evolution and off-season development.
Percent from behind the arc shows her game is continuing to grow and develop, which should bode well for the Fever. Listen, if she's going to be shooting and making threes when she's doing that pick and pop, pick and roll with Caitlin Clark, when Caitlin Clark is getting blitzed and all that, oh man, it's going to be over. It's going to be over. It's literally going to.
She was shooting 33% from the three-point line, and that changes everything. Do you understand the tactical nightmare that creates for opposing WNBA coaches? Last season, defenses were aggressively trapping Caitlin Clark the moment she crossed half court. Teams were comfortable leaving the paint exposed because they believed they could neutralize her with constant double and even triple teams. But if Aliyah Boston, a dominant interior presence, develops the ability to consistently stretch the floor and hit perimeter shots, the entire defensive equation shifts. Suddenly, you cannot double Clark without consequence. If you send help, she kicks it out to Boston for an open three. If you stay attached to Boston, Clark gets a one-on-one matchup, and that's a battle few defenders can win. That evolving pick-and-pop dynamic had the potential to become one of the most dangerous offensive weapons in the league, the kind of synergy that could elevate the Indiana Fever into legitimate championship contention. Now, that potential is clouded by uncertainty. If the injury turns out to be severe, whether it's ligament damage or something that requires extended recovery, it could dramatically impact Indiana's trajectory before the season even begins. Instead of building on their developing chemistry, Clark may once again face relentless defensive pressure without her primary interior partner at full strength. Beyond the Fever, the ripple effects extend to USA basketball as well. With national team training camps and international competitions approaching, this was expected to be a major opportunity for Clark and Boston to strengthen their partnership on the global stage. Any extended absence would not only affect Indiana's preparation but also Team USA's roster continuity and development. The timing only amplifies the concern. The WNBA is already navigating high-stakes collective bargaining negotiations, revenue-sharing debates, and uncertainty surrounding the league's immediate future. With ownership...
Okay, the March 10th date for when these players need to agree to a WNBA season is right around the corner. Okay, this is not the time for Aliyah Boston to be getting injured. This is not the time for any of this, okay? We need to get the players...
This situation feels like a flooded basement while the roof is already collapsing. The Indiana Fever organization, the WNBA front office, and millions of fans worldwide are already drained from months of tension surrounding CBA negotiations, financial disputes, and internal politics. Supporters are exhausted from the constant drama. All anyone wanted was clarity, a finalized agreement, players reporting to training camp, and the chance to simply watch Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston build on their partnership. Instead, alongside the legal and financial uncertainty, there is now anxiety surrounding a potentially serious injury that has only been described in vague terms. That lack of transparency has intensified fears at a time when stability is desperately needed for many observers. This moment serves as a broader cautionary tale about risk, timing, and league management. The push for alternative opportunities and expanded platforms was intended to empower players and create financial independence. However, unintended consequences, including injuries and organizational strain, can quickly shift the narrative. If a key young star's health is significantly impacted, it doesn't just affect one roster. It influences franchise planning, national team preparation, and overall league momentum. At this stage, what fans are asking for most is clarity. Clear communication, specific medical updates, honest timelines. With March 10th approaching and critical league decisions looming, uncertainty only magnifies concern. The WNBA stands at a delicate crossroads, balancing labor negotiations, player safety, competitive integrity, and unprecedented growth-driven